It is commonly said that one girl, one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world. But in many countries, the realities surrounding girl-child education remain a far cry from achieving the lofty ideals set out in the Sustainable Development Goals. In Nigeria, which carries the burden of the world's highest out-of-school children, the challenge, according to experts, is one bordering more on structure than on cultural stereotypes. In this report, Veronica Dan-Ikpoyi captures these challenges through the eyes of 20-year-old Mary John, for whom the quest to return to school has been a battle.
Mary teaches children, but her desire for higher learning, like many a girl child in Makoko, seems to be sinking deep daily in the sea of doubt.
I want to further my education, and I see that my parents, they want me to further, but there is no money.
To further her goal, she decides to work by taking up a job as a teacher in this school, where she is being paid 8,000 naira. That's a little above $20. That hardly carries her through a month.
All the salary we are collecting that cannot help. We are just using that one to help ourselves.
It's been 3 years since she took up teaching to make savings of her earnings, but her purse is far from swelling with hope. If anything, her situation does not point to a significant change that is coming anytime soon.
All the things I've passed through has been in vain. I've wasted some money. I cannot even say all, because I just keep on to God, sir.
Mary's mother is a fishmonger whose returns from the trade barely carry the home. She would like to see Mary go back to school, but she says business barely fishes enough to sustain the family. There is not much profit in this business. Sending children to higher institution is expensive. Mary's father, on the other hand, is absent, having left them behind in search of greener pastures. I asked her mother if the challenges the family is facing with raising funds could push them to give Mary off in marriage in a community where the average 14-year-old is a mother. Marriage? It's not time for marriage yet. She has to go to school. As the days pass by, Mary finds herself here in Makoko with sprawling landscape of shanties, unsavory surroundings, and little government representation. A situation she would like to change when her dreams become reality.
I want to be the first lady that will become distinct journalist in this community and come back to develop the community.
But Mary's story is one among many in this community where early marriage, inadequate girl-child education, and other issues affecting young girls and women are commonplace.
Many teenagers in this community, like Mary, find themselves in tough decision-making situations and then are forced to get married because tradition sees educating the girl child as a waste of time or even luxury.
In light of this, I spoke with a chief in the community as to the little attention being paid to girl-child education that is prevalent and what they are doing to bring government attention to the needs of the community itself.
We are educating them, we are enlightening them now to stop doing that because it's so good.
As I sail out of Makoko, I realize that there are many more like Mary who face this daunting challenge that needs immediate intervention, highlighted by the United Nations in its 2017 report, which gave Nigeria a leading place among nations with out-of-school figures in the world. An alarming 10.5 million Nigerian children are out of school, and 45% of them are girls. In searching for what could be done to address the issues that give credence to the UN report,
not a single child in Nigeria should be out of school.
I caught up with a child rights activist for expert opinion on what she describes as an embarrassment.
It's really sad, and the fact that girls are predominantly the ones that are out of school, which is really scandalous that we have to grapple with this reality, this scandal in our generation with all that we have, with all the resources.
She adds that Nigeria's underdevelopment is clearly tied to the lack of inclusion of the girl child as an equal partner in Nigeria's development vision.
No nation can actually move forward, no nation can succeed, no nation can achieve momentum, can achieve prosperity when a very significant demography is underdeveloped. So we're talking about enforcement and government's willingness, the political willingness, the sincerity that will go beyond window dressing, we go beyond propaganda, we go beyond making the world seem looking good before the world and putting up all these laws and ensuring that indeed they are enforced and indeed their lives are better off.
A glimmer of hope might be on the horizon for Mary, who is determined to keep pushing and advises those who find themselves in a room of uncertainty to keep up the fight.
Most of our parents, what they will say, by the time they start collecting, they have this in a man now, the person have this in boats, going to fishing, bringing fish for them. Our parents, go and marry this man or go and marry it. My advice to them is they should not listen to all the advice their parents gave them. Some are there that are correct, while some are there that are not correct. They have to think wise.
But who will tear this veil off the eyes of those who still don't understand that educating the girl child equals a future empowered for all? Veronica Dan-Ikpoyi, TVC News.